Baruch Hashem. Today is Yud Aleph Kislev. Today is the Yortzeit of Tzvi Aryeh Rosenfeld. That's the father-in-law of Rav Nosson Maimon. He's a huge tzaddik, huge. He was a chavruta with Rabbi Lubavitch for a while. He was big, and he didn't look like a chassid at all. He didn't have no beard, no peot, no long coat. He used to wear short sleeves. He was a huge tzaddik. And today's your side, everything should be the nishmasai. So we're learning halachot of Chanukah. We started yesterday the halachot. So we'll start learning more. Continue learning the halachot. Tafresh Ayin Aleph 671 Shulchan Aruch. It says that you need to be very careful with lighting the candles of Chanukah. Okay. Why do you have to be very careful with lighting candles of Chanukah? It says in the Gemara, when someone is careful with candle lighting, he'll have children which are Talmidei Chachamim. Yeah? So the Chazal say, what does that mean? To be careful with lighting the candles? It's talking about Ner of Shabbat, lighting Shabbos candles. If you light Shabbos candles, your children will be Talmidei Chachamim. And Chanukah. But it's not stam only lighting. It's also to be mehader, when you do it extra, more than is needed. Nicer, a nice vessel, nice cups holding the oil. Okay, nice, it looks nice, everything should be nice. So then you have also children which are Talmidei Chachamim. Also there's a inyan to light with olive oil even on Shabbat, even if you add even one drop of olive oil. It says that there's a inyan because olive oil is wisdom. Also, Chazal said that olive oil is wisdom. Also for having Talmidei Chachamim children. Yeah, and everyone needs to light. Everyone needs light, meaning even if a person is very, very poor and he can't afford to buy candles. Today, in our days, it's very hard to find people which cannot afford one candle a day. It's not so complicated to get one candle. It doesn't have to be made out of oil. It could be a simple candle that costs 10 agrot, 20 agrot. 3 shekels, you buy a box of 40 go like that to the shtiblach a little bit, and you can buy nice candles. Yeah, that's such a big deal. So we're not going to go into all the halachot there. If I could get only one, I get only this. I'm not going to go into it because it's not so practical. If someone has a situation, he can contact us on the website and we'll help him out with the. But otherwise, we'll go on. There's certain mitzvot, by the way, that a person doesn't have to go out of his way, collecting money, for example, to buy them. For example, the mitzvah of tefillin. Tefillin is a mitzvah. Every man has to put on tefillin. But you don't have to go, if you don't have money to buy it, you don't have to go and collect money for it. You don't have to. You could if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, but Chanukah, you do have to. If you don't have money to go and buy candles, you have to go collect money. Okay?
You don't have money for Shabbos.
Also then? How much do we light? It says in Shulchan Aruch, from the Gemara on Shabbat, Kama nerot madlik, how many candles does one light? Balayla rishon madlik ner echad, and the first night he lights one candle, meaning it's exactly, in 2 weeks from today will be Chanukah. So in 2 weeks, on Sunday night, okay, soon we're learning exactly about the times. When do you light? You light one candle. Mikan va'elach mosif ve'olech echad b'chol layla. From then and on, he continues and adds one for each night, meaning the second night 2, third night 3, fourth night 4. Ad shebalayla acharon yu shmona, until at the last night there will be 8 candles lighting. Ve'afilu im rabim bnei habayit le'adliku yoter. Shulchan Aruch says, even if there's many people in the house, you don't light more. You light only those candles, meaning only one person lights in the house. That's what Shulchan Aruch says. Says the Rama, and some say that everyone who lives in the house should light. And that's a simple custom. Okay. But you have to be very careful that when you put the candles, you shouldn't make, like, let's say, one long row of candles. And say, up to here is mine, up to that one is his. Because then you don't recognize the candles. A lot of times I see people, they have a box, you don't know what's going on in the box. You don't know who, what, you don't know how many candles are lit. So that's not good. Even if you do like the Minhag of the Rama, the Rama says that each one lights by himself. So you should have to do it in a way that it's recognizable. He's in that window, and it could be in the same window, but a little bit to the side. It could be even in the same menorah in the beginning. One here and one here, it's fine. There's two different candles. 2 and 2, fine. 3 and 3, getting a little bit close. Okay? So it says in the Mishnah Berurah, okay? Be'emet, how much oil do you have to put in there? Not so much. Okay? Very little. That's the light half an hour after Tzeta Kochavim, after the stars come out. It's not very much. Okay? So we'll go on more. The Maaseh, Baruch haba. Practically, you have to say that if a person is noheg like the Shulchan Aruch that we just said, that only the master of the house lights, and only the master of the house lights, so the other people who live in the house, they don't have to say, I want to be with you also. No, the fact that you live in that house makes you part of the balabait. You don't have to give him money for it, nothing. You live in the house, like Sisma, you live with your father. He's going to light. You say Amen, and you're Yotzei the Bracha. You don't have to you live in someone's house. You live there. It's his house. You live there. He lights Gamam. Okay? But Ashkenazim, most of us, we each one lights. The only person who will not light is the wife. The wife doesn't need to light. Why? Because the wife and the husband is one. And if the husband is not around and they're supposed to light, the wife lights. And the husband does not light. And it's okay. And it's as if he lit. Why? Because it's their one. The interesting question is, what happens if the husband is in Eretz Israel, and the wife is in America, in Australia, I don't know, somewhere else, and the time that you're going to light, the other person, your spouse, is not yet obligated to light. It's not nighttime, it's daytime, and we light at night. So what, is he Yotzei or not Yotzei? But why? If someone's lighting from you at home.
Depends. His candle for Shabbos, his candle, his wife.
Shabbos is a different story, Shabbos. But Be'emet,
To pay, not to give us.
no, that's a different story. You don't have to. Maybe I don't have to.
With someone else.
So that's the best. The best is if you're in someone else's place, and even if someone's lighting for you, join someone else's adlaka, give him a penny. Right? You're part of his oil now. He makes the brachot. You say Amen. So you're Yotzei. Okay, and have it. You could also have in mind not to be Yotzei the one in the house, and then also do the same story. Okay, that's all we could do. Why do usually men light and not the women light? Because it's very simple. Because usually the original halacha is that you light by the door outside. And it's not respect for the woman to go and hang out at night outside. So that's why. So that's why the minhag stay that even that today most of us light inside, some by the window, some on the table. A lot of Hasidim they light by the table. Chabad light inside by the door. That custom came. You know where the custom came to light inside? It says that if it's dangerous to light outside because the goyim they may make problems, so then you can light inside. Okay, that's where it came from. And a lot of people kept that minhag. Here now, it's Israel, go light, b'simcha, it's beautiful, go light it outside, it's very nice.
Both can light, right? If the woman wants to light, she can.
If she wants to light, she could light for the house, yeah. The obligation, the point is like this, the obligation is not on the person. The obligation is on the house. The house, it's in there, that's why there's a halacha even that if you have two different gates and two different streets, right? So you have a house, you have a gate that goes out to that street, and the other side of the house, you have a gate that goes out to the other street. Halacha, you have to light in both. Why? One bracha, but in both. Why? Because people walking in that, they'll say, oh, those people don't light. The halacha is that the house has to light, not the person. That's why if a person does not own a house, Doesn't have a place to leave. He's sleeping in the forest, okay? In the sleeping bag. So, not here and outside. It's cold usually in the winter. I'm talking about in South Africa, okay? He's in South Africa now in the winter, in January, in December, beautiful outside, the sun is shining, right? That's how it is South America. South America, South Africa, Australia, okay? And he doesn't have a place to light. It's okay. He's not doing an Avera. He's not doing any, everything's okay. You'll never, by the way, if you're sleeping in a tent, you're going to sleep there at night, you have to light by the tent. Halacha.
The house has to light. It's enough for any person to light for the house.
Yes.
Any person.
Yes. Any person that lives in the house. The house has to light, but someone in the house is the one who has to light it.
Okay.
Not someone from the street.
It's not the house. It's someone who owns the house or is living in it.
But when he's there,
Yeah.
okay. If people went away, they don't have to light. The house doesn't have to light. They went away. You went away for Hanukkah. They went away to visit family somewhere else. No one has to come in to light the house. Light in the house. The point is, if someone is in the house, the obligation is not on the person. So that's why if someone does not have a house, or the house does not have a person, you don't have to light. There's another halacha, but if someone is flying, okay? He's flying, and he got on the plane, it was before Shkia. He got off the plane, it was after sunrise. He missed, and it's fine. What can you do? It doesn't light on the plane. He could if he wants. There's a halacha also, by the way, they used to, in the trains, not so much today, but in the trains, before the TGV and all these fast trains that they have today, so they used to have a train that you 3 days you could be in the train. They still have them. Yeah, my friend told me he went from Moscow to Uman, 17 hours. So you're there all night also. So you're supposed to light. Usually you have a cabin, right? So you can light. A ship. What about a ship? You go on a cruise, you go for 3 days. The poskim say that they should light without a bracha. You know why? It says in the Gemara, if you light without a bracha. You're not obligated to light. It says that even if they have private room, it says in the Gemara that those who go down to the sea, Yoldei Hayam, sailors basically, their life is not considered life. They're always worried that something's going to happen. Therefore, so they're not really living. So you don't have to. But I don't know practically, because today they have beautiful cruises. People they spend $5,000. You don't even know you're on a ship. So maybe there you do have to light. I don't know. If you're planning a cruise on Chanukah time, so ask a Rav, and I don't know exactly what the story is with the cruises and stuff. Because could be you probably should light. I don't know. It's a bracha, perhaps. Anyways.
What about the minhag of the Hasidim that they throw things on the person who's lighting it? I don't understand.
I never heard such a minhag.
You never saw it?
Never heard, never saw.
Never heard of it.
You want to start that minhag?
No, I saw it.
Yeah.
Really brilliant video. It was like Hasidim was trying to light and the yeshiva, and someone was like throwing things.
Maybe it was a chatan.
Maybe. I don't know. Lighting one day of the candles.
I never saw. Okay. Now, if I could buy olive oil to light with, you know that olive oil is better to light with. Why? Because the nes happened, the miracle in the Beit HaMikdash happened with olive oil. But now I don't have. I have 10 shekels. Okay, I could buy olive oil 10 shekels worth, and that won't light so much. Each day will light a little bit. Or I could have candles that will light longer, regular candles, shava, wax. So it's better to have candles that will light longer, because the main point is pilsumanes. Pilsumanes means to how do you say it? Pilsumanes, to publicize the miracle. Publish the miracle that Hashem has done with us. Okay.
The oil that you buy for Shabbos, you can use it also for the same oil?
Yeah, because when oil is still in the bottle, it's not designated to anything. If it's still in the bottle, it's not really designated to anything. Okay. We said that will be the halachot for today. And Mezad Hashem, tomorrow we'll continue learning more interesting halachot of Chanukah.